Hi, I'm Graham and welcome back to Man vs Film. It's time for another Netflix original movie. This one is called Kidnap and stars Halle Berry. This was made in 2014 and has kind of been bumped about. This is only getting a release now. It is very familiar to her movie Cell. It is about a mother who is at the park with her son when he is kidnapped, and basically she is chasing after the kidnappers, trying to get her son back. In the movie Cell, she is an emergency services operator who receives a phone call about somebody that's been kidnapped, and it's similar-ish, and it would have been about the same time they came out if it had come out when it was supposed to. The movie is all about Halle Berry's character Carla, who is a woman that has a sort of diner job. She's a waitress. She has a son. She's split up from her husband. Her son seems to be everything to her, so much so that he's sitting at her work drawing, waiting on her to finish. And then they go to the park. They're hanging about, just having fun. She has to take a phone call about her split up with her husband, and her son is pretty much stolen. She sees somebody drag her son into a car. She knows the car. She gets to it, but the car's locked. It speeds away. She jumps in her car and follows after it. And that's the movie. The movie is her chasing after it. The boy gets kidnapped around about the 15-minute mark, and it still has another 75 minutes to go of this movie. I wish I could say that it was a great movie, but it really isn't. It may be one that you might get some enjoyment out of, but when you sit back and look at things logically, you go, that doesn't quite make sense. There is a few car crashes in the movie where people should be more injured than they actually are. There is attacks within a car where somehow they manage to keep the car steady, and that couldn't really happen. There is times where she loses the vehicle and goes on detours, whether it be to ask a passerby to phone the police or to go to the police herself to lodge an incident report that her son has been kidnapped. Yet somehow, in amongst this sprawling motorways that it shows you bird's eye views of how many roads there are, she somehow always finds the vehicle that has her son in it. And that is the kind of thing that bugged me most about this movie. And it is a movie that's full of tropes and things that we've seen before. But the fact that all these contrivances conspired to allow her to constantly stumble across this vehicle again, even when the vehicle gets written off and the guy steals another vehicle, she still finds that. It's really a testament to your powers of suspension of disbelief. You know, if you just want to get wrapped up in an exciting story, it's got some good percussive music that sort of drives along the tension. You have Halle Berry's character who doesn't really have much chance to think. It's just all about reacting and chasing after it. If you can forgive the sort of smaller aspects, which I couldn't, you're probably going to have a fun time with this pretty much chase movie. I certainly did have some issues with the fact that things just magically happened for this woman across her journey. She gives a decent enough performance, but some of her lines, because she has to talk to herself as there's nobody else there, seem a bit forced, and from some of the other characters. And then the ending itself feels kind of tacked on as well, and explodes it into not just a single kidnapping, but something far grander, which is done with a sort of news reporter voiceover, which just feels solely out of place and tacked on just for the sake of it. Kidnap is one of these movies that feels very familiar. It feels like something I've seen before lots of times, and it feels not as good as any of those. It's middle of the road stuff. There's nothing truly exciting about it. There is a few eye-rolling moments. There is some tension to be garnered in the movie, but it loses it by doing something stupid later on that just doesn't feel realistic enough considering the tale is there. It feels a little bit like a missed opportunity, but like I said, if you can disengage the brain and just maybe sit with somebody and have a chat through it, laugh at it a little bit, you probably get some enjoyment out of it. Myself, I didn't really. It looks nice. Halle Berry's performance is pretty good. Other than that, there's not really much to say about the movie that's positive, which is why I'm going to give it 1.5 out of 5. Not that great. I'm never going to think about it after this review. It's done, pushed out my brain, and that is it. Kidnap, go bye-bye. Have you seen this movie? Did you watch it? Did you like it? Did you think it was pretty good, or did you think it was completely awful? Let me know in the comment box below, and I will see you next time on Man vs Film.